they're off. Wilson Q sent out for the lead. Top of the street is there. Rhyme Scheme showing speed. Works for me. Down inside is up there too. Up the backstretch into the far turn. Wilson Q goes head to head with Works for me. Stormquist on the chase in the outside third. Gold Sweep fourth. Rhyme Scheme's racing fifth. Top of the street in sixth. Trailing Monsters on the move from seventh. Early Money's back. Second to last. Five back. The rush is on. Round the far turn. Wilson Q grabs a narrow lead at the quarter pole. Works for me, trying to keep up in second. Stormquist under pressure back in third. Gold Sweep swings to the outside fourth and starting to come on now. Racing for the eighth pole. Wilson Q still with a narrow lead. Works for me is battling. And Gold Sweep is closing. Final 16th. Wilson Q back in front. Works for me gives way. Gold Sweep final try. Wilson Q holds on. And they're off. Flores from the far outside breaks out well, and Beach Kitten is showing speed too. And Beach Kitten comes on through to take the lead as they cross over. So it's Beach Kitten in front. Flores is racing second. Puglia down inside in tight while third. Fascal up into fourth. A little bit crazy on the outside fifth. 2.5 from there. Tribal Spirit the trailer. 5 furlongs to go. Beach Kitten down the backstretch run. Negotiates an opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. Beach Kitten the leader. 4 furlongs to go. Steps out to lead by 2. Fascal's now second. A little bit crazy's outside third and moving up. Losing ground there is Flores, and so too Puglia. Tribal Spirit goes to the outside from last. Round the far turn. Beach Kitten uncontested. 2-length lead. A little bit crazy on the march and coming on now. Beach Kitten and a little bit crazy head-to-head at the quarter pole. 5 lengths back to Fascal and Tribal Spirit. They're off the turn. Beach Kitten trying to tough it out a little bit crazy. Has been traveling well and has taken the lead right outside the 8th pole. Puglia is trying to get back in it with Fascal and Tribal Spirit. Final 16th. A little bit crazy is a little bit leg weary. Beach Kitten is wandering about. Puglia is late on the scene. Too late to catch. A little bit crazy, who wins it by 1.5 lengths on the wire. And they're off. Atkins got away well, so too did Odds on Tony, and Big Beamster's there. And from the far outside, Devil's K and Chambers Bay. So up the chute to the main track they go. Cowboy Values comes out to grab the lead. Devil's K's right there, and Chambers Bay smack dab between them. Right in behind is Mr. Sharpie, firmly held. Mr. Sharpie in tight and fighting Joe Rocco Jr. down the backstretch run. Atkins alongside of that one in 5th. Odds on Tony now 6th. Frogtown toward the inside 7th, and Big Beamster angles to the far outside, trailing, but only 6 lengths behind. That opening quarter in 22 4. They're on the far turn. Cowboy Values, clear-cut leader now. Devil's K's up into second, and on the move, up into second and coming after Cowboy Values. Chambers Bay tails off into third. Odds on Tony comes alive from 4th. Frogtown with a 4-wide bid from 5th, and Big Beamster 5-wide 6th. At the quarter pole, Cowboy Values turns for home. Devil's K fully extended but still second. Odds on Tony trying to close in. Frogtown down the center and Atkins in behind. 1 furlong remaining. Cowboy Values fended off Devil's K so far. Atkins is coming on. Odds on Tony is coming on. Atkins and Odds on Tony. Odds on Tony and Atkins to the wire. Odds on Tony got it. And they're off. Sweetsmaker broke alertly, and so too did Joyful Applause. From the far outside, Joyful Applause from the rail, Sweetsmaker. These two 1-2. Such sounds right in behind, racing third as they settle down for the first turn. Queen Judith advancing on the outside up into third now. LA Fort is back into 5th. Divinely Built was in tight there 6th. La Tourista 7th. Loved Rico down inside is 8th. FRIVOLE 9th. And about 8 lengths off the lead. And then it's Haystack, who's buried at the inside near the back with Chateau Rouge the trailer. Very tight pack by us the first time. Only about 6 lengths from top to bottom. And the leader is Sweetsmaker. and the presser is Joyful Applause. And they gallop through the stretch the first time. Queen Judith is coasting along to their outside while third. Such Sounds toward the inside is cruising along in fourth, and LA Fort is fifth. The opening quarter mile goes in 24 and 3. The opening half in 49 and 1. Sweetsmaker leads the way into the second turn. Joyful Applause continues to prompt from second. Queen Judith 3 wide on the first 2 turns, while Such Sound saved ground both turns down inside fourth. LA Fort is fifth. Divinely Bolton 6th. Loved Rico toward the rail 7th. Frivole's racing in 8th. La Tourista's in 9th. Haystack is still 10th and is still buried at the inside with a lot of horses before her. And the trailer down the backstretch run is Chaton Rouge. Heading for the far turn, 1 circuit behind him, Sweetsmaker confronted by Joyful Applause. Queen Judith has been prominent throughout. The 3 of them are across the track for the far turn. Such Sounds continues to save ground and is right there in behind racing fourth. In between is LA Fort in 5th, Divinely Bolt 6th. La Tourista picks it up with a wide sweeping move out of 7th, and Haystack is following her. Getting into the race is Haystack now, but she's forced to go wide as they come for the top of the stretch. Sweetsmaker heads for home in front. Joyful Applause is right there. LA Fort pops outside from third. LA Fort's coming with a run, and so too is Frivole. And Haystack down the center, and Such Sounds up the rail. 1 furlong to go. LA Fort storms to the lead. Here comes Frivole on the outside, and now that one's in front and running to the wire. Frivole from off the pace to score by 3. LA Fort held second. Joyful Applause was third. They're in the gate, and they're off. All jokes aside, breaks out on top. Cup is also there. Mo moves down inside, showing some speed. And Time to Medal is right behind them, fourth. Chasing all jokes aside up the backstretch. Mo Moves comes through toward the rail to put some pressure on from second. Cup angles to the outside in third. Time to Medal toward the inside, fourth. Run for Reagan is out there racing fifth. Boudin 6th. Moon over Montgomery 7th. Wicked Secret is 8th. Sergeant Counselor down inside 9th. Stay in Your Lane is 10th. Outside of ICEATUDE is 11th. 8 lengths back to Sippick and Shop the trailer. Strung out field behind a quarter in 22 seconds flat. 3 furlongs from the wire. Mo Moves has come on through. Mo Moves has come on through to take the lead for the run to the quarter pole. All jokes aside is right there. Cup comes on 3 wide. Run for Reagan comes on 4 wide. Boudin comes on 5 wide as they come off the turn. All jokes aside, and Mo Moves, and right there to Cup. Awkward in behind is Run for Reagan. Late on the scene is ICEATUDE. ICEATUDE coming on the scene very late. Cup's in front. ICEATUDE is flying. Now second. 100 yards to go, and ICEATUDE goes right on by. ICEATUDE from far, far behind to score by 3. And they're off. And Outlier broke on top. King's Ovation comes on from the outside, and now he's in front. So King's Ovation clears the field for the run of the opening turn. Outlier backs off, angles to the outside to track the pace from second. Intrepid Heart tucks in toward the rail, third early. Zoomer comes away fourth, and it's 2 lengths back to Roman Centurion, the trailer in fifth. Single file around the opening turn, and it's King's Ovation coasting along up top. A long hold there from Martin Garcia. The lead is 2 lengths with 6 furlongs to go. King's Ovation backstretch run. Outlier stalking intently from second behind a pokey opening quarter in 25 seconds flat. 5 furlongs to go. King's Ovation uncontested. Outlier continues to track. Intrepid Heart's in the clear while third. Zoomer's moving up in the inside fourth. Both Zoomer and Intrepid Heart are getting closer now. And it's 6 lengths back to Roman Centurion, who has no pace to close into at all. The opening half mile in 49 seconds flat. King's Ovation trying to go wire to wire. Here comes some pressure, though. Outlier's cranking it up, and Intrepid Heart is looming up on the far outside. 3 across the track as they round the turn. Zoomer's in behind fourth. Roman Centurion is picking it up from fifth. 6 lengths behind, quarter mile to go. And King's Ovation heads for home with Outlier right alongside. King's Ovation, softened up earlier, is now in front by half a length. Outlier tried to get by. Intrepid Heart's trying to rally. So is Zoomer, but it's still King's Ovation, who got away with soft fractions and kick clear in the stretch and will go wire to wire. King's Ovation, Martin Garcia with a perfect ride. They're in the gate, and they're off. She's gone at mid-pack as away alertly, so too is Boma. Lady Pucci is there, Pharaoh's Song, Blissful, and from the outside, Fancy Martini. So they raced by us the first time, and Boma's going to go out to take over the lead. Pharaoh's Song right there, second toward the rail. She's gone is held back into third as Blissful settles in toward the rail, right up against the rail, fourth, and up into third now. She's gone is back into fourth. Tap Dancing Lady settles in fifth. And then it's Fancy Martini pulled back off the pace, keyed up in sixth, 3 lengths back, Lady Pucci in seventh. One Time O is racing in eighth, Under One Skies in ninth, Manuka's in 10th, and the trailer is Forever Dreaming as they hit the backstretch run. The opening quarter goes in a manageable 23 and 4, and Pharaoh's Song built a 2-length lead for that backstretch run, but she's gone, and Boma are both coming in closer, second and third, and Fancy Martini is stuck wide on the far turn up into fourth. Blissful sneaks through underneath. Tap Dancing Lady asked to go now. Under One Sky's going to stick to the rail for the run around the far turn. Then it's Lady Pucci, Manuka, followed by One Time Mo, and at the back is Forever Dreaming. So round the far turn, Pharaoh's Song's been in front. She's gone there. Fancy Martini with a wide trip, but is right there, third on the outside. And Blissful's in behind, and she's switched out now. And Tap Dancing Lady in with an upset chance. Manuka's coming down the center. 1 furlong to go. Fancy Martini takes the lead. In behind, One Time Mo, slicing through the pack and diving to the rail. Final 16th, Fancy Martini, One Time Mo, Blissful. Fancy Martini got it. And they're off. And Church Service bounces out near the front and is racing quickly for the lead. Take Shape comes on in between, so too Inventing Anna. Farther out, Nurse Kringle dances, and way out there is Fancy, advancing toward the top as well. So Fancy and Nurse Kringle dances with Inventing Anna. Those three vying for the top spot, and now Never Tell Patti comes on to grab fourth as Take Shape is pulled back into fifth. Freedom for All's racing sixth, Church Service in seventh, and Penumber's Maker, the trailer, in eighth. So down the backstretch they go. The opening quarter, 23 seconds flat. They're 5 furlongs from home. Nurse Kringle dances down inside of Fancy. Fancy prompting second. Keyed up is Fancy, tugging at Luis Saez. They're right there. And now Take Shape comes on once again and is taken over third, while down inside, just a length behind the lead. And on the far outside is Never Tell Patti. Between them is Inventing Anna. Farther back in the field, Penumber's Makers advanced a little bit there. Freedom for All comes on, and Church Service switches to the outside for a wide sweeping rally. Tight pack round the far turn. Fancy given more rain. Now in front, Never Tell Patti moves up into second. Nurse Kringle dances is back into third. Inventing Anna's in fourth. Freedom for All's off the turn fifth. Top of the lane. Fancy set down for the drive. Never Tell Patti tries to call her. Never Tell Patti putting in a run and grabbing the lead right at the eighth pole. Never Tell Patti opening up on Fancy. Freedom for All's now third. Final 16th. Never Tell Patti pulls away late to score by 2.5, maybe 3 in the end.